When you see videos like this and you see Wike vehemently doing what he's doing, saying what he's saying, what comes to your mind? You know, like him or dislike him, he is fighting for his interests. Whether he is fighting for the interests of Nigeria is another question entirely. In fact, what is your opinion on that? Is Wike fighting for the interest of Nigeria or fighting for his pocket? There's one lesson that Nigerians must pick when they watch people like Wike say what they say or do what they do, the way they do them. People like Tinubu and all that. These people are fighting for their pockets. Look at the way Wike is, all the wahala that is going on in River State now between Wike and Fubara. About structure. Structure. Oh, leave my structure. Don't touch my structure. You can't give my structure to anybody. All this talk that Wike is involved in now, blasting and threatening PDP governors, and not just any PDP governors, his former allies, Oyo, Bauchi. Maybe if Otom was still governor today, the same thing would have happened to him. His former allies, he's blasting them. Why? Because of structure. What does that tell you? If Wike is struggling to hold on to structure in his state so that he can continue to perpetuate himself in power, whose interest is he doing it for? His own personal interest. Because as all this talk and all these battles are going on, nobody, not Wike, not Fubara, is talking about governance. Nobody is talking about the benefits of democracy, the benefits of good governance to the people. Those take back seat. Everybody is fighting for their interest, for control of the resources of the state. That's what it's about. Their structure to perpetuate themselves in power. Peter Obi calls it and describes it perfectly. The structure of corruption. Structure of criminality. They are fighting to defend their structure of criminality. What are you doing? We need to form our own structure of patriotism, structure of Nigerians, a community of people that are banded together with one common goal, one common ideology, the interest of the people of Nigeria. Where is our structure? We need to work together. We can continue to watch them rant and rant and rant and give them all the views they want, because think about it. This is news, Abby. Wike ranting like this is news, and you see it's gone viral. People are watching it. But do you notice that it is actually publicity for Wike? It is publicity. The more these kind of videos go viral, the more he's programming and capturing programming the minds, the hearts, and the minds of Nigerians, of the youths. Because they are sending a message that Wike is strong and powerful. They are sending a message that Wike's structure is mighty and it can perpetuate him. That's the message they're sending through these kind of videos. That's why Wike doesn't joke with it. He always is either he goes to the media stations or he calls them to himself. It is social programming. It is sending a message and trying to capture the hearts and minds of Nigerians. Beware. It's a smart thing he's doing, and all of this is targeted towards keeping his structure. What I would describe as a structure of oppression, a structure of criminality, quote and unquote, a structure of consumption, quote and unquote. See, he's doing all this. We should learn from it. If he's putting in so much power, so much energy, so much time, so much money into defending his structure, shouldn't we be about our own country's business? Shouldn't we be also organizing and defending our own structure? A structure of the people, a structure by the people, a structure for the people. Shouldn't we be doing that? People like Wike can never allow men and women of integrity, men and women of ideas, to find their way into the political sphere in Nigeria. They can never. It is either you swear allegiance to them to be loyal to their structure of oppression, or they don't allow you. That is the crux of the matter between him and Fubara. That is the crux of the matter. That is the core. They will never allow you, and the political parties are helping them. In fact, Wike now is a bone in the throat of APC and PDP. Why? Structure. You see big men, big women, adults, people's father, grandfather, instead of allegiance to their country, they're pledging allegiance to Wike. And all of them, they don't mind burning the country to the ground. Look at the threats that Wike made. You would have expected the security agencies to swing in. You would have expected petitions made to the security agencies. But on both sides, everybody docile. They get carried away by banter. Unnecessary, useless, unproductive banter. When they're supposed to be taking constructive action to check the excesses of people like Wike. But they're not doing it. I don't blame Wike. He has interest. He's pursuing them. It is Nigerians now that must take their destinies in their hands and say, if people like Wike are doing what they are doing to defend their structure that is clearly not in the interest of Nigeria, what should Nigerians be doing? We should be coming together. We should be organizing. But are we doing that? Well, the time to stop complaining is now. The time to start taking action is now. And the starting point is Abundance Party of Nigeria. I told you people like Wike will never allow people of integrity to get into the political system. They can't. Why? Because the political party helps them. How does the political party help people like Wike? Exorbitant nomination forms. Exorbitant fees for nomination forms. So you now, if you are a student or you are a graduate, you are a worker, you are a teacher, you are an Uber driver, you are a mechanic, you are a hardworking Nigerian, you have integrity, you have ideas, can you obtain the nomination form of APC or PDP or Labour Party right now for even something as small as local government councillor? Can you? Do you have the money to do that? This is the starting point for shielding off people with credibility by people like Wike. So if Wike is doing his thing, we should be doing ours. And the starting point is we cannot trust the current political parties to do the right thing. We can encourage them to reform and open up nomination forms to everybody. Remove the nomination fees. Reduce it to zero. We can encourage them to do that. But for me, it will be insanity to suggest a solution to these people and expect them to effect or implement those solutions because they are benefiting from the system as it is. It is left for us, the remainder of the people, and we are the vast majority, to take our destinies in our hands. How? By organizing and coordinating ourselves. Let's form a political party where the nomination forms are 0 naira, free 100%, so that everybody has an opportunity. The way the political parties are structured right now, it is not a level playing field. Everybody cannot vie for any position in Nigeria. You have to have big and very, very long money. And they designed it like that so that credible people will be discouraged. But no more. We the people have to come together, form a political party where nomination forms are free. And then we have clearly stated ideologies that are clearly written in our constitution and clearly stated punishment for breach of those ideologies in our constitution, because the Supreme Court recognizes the sanctity and the supremacy of the constitution of a political party. That is the bedrock of the internal democracy of the party. The Supreme Court acknowledges this. INEC acknowledges this. So the constitution of a party is critical. We need to form a political party that puts clear-cut ideologies in it. Constitutional reforms, true federalism, All those things, they must clearly be put in there. And when you have people that are elected on the platform of this political party and they fail on such ideologies, the punishment clearly spelled out in the constitution of the party kick in. Once we do this and the nomination fees, forms are 0 naira, they are free, we have opened up the political space. People like Wike don't want us to do this. People like Tinubu don't want us to do this. They want to continue to monopolize that political atmosphere for themselves. And that is why they have the kind of control and they are fighting tooth and nail, doing everything within their power to keep their control of the structures within the existing political parties. We need to create a new political party, and the journey must start immediately. People have joined. People are signing up. You should not be left out. Click the link in the description. Let us do this together. That is the only way we can defeat people like Tinubu, people like Wike in 2027. See what he's doing. They are already preparing and watering ground. You hear that they are buying cars for chiefs and traditional rulers. They are doing all those things. They are advanced vote buying. No? Advanced vote buying. So if we want to really wrestle power with them and take back Nigeria and set Nigeria on the path of production, we need to start with this political party immediately. What are you waiting for? Let's do it. Let's do it.